My most controversial opinion is that the most important thing in people's lives and their greatest accomplishment should not be their children. I find that logic very strange. Because if you say the most important, greatest thing I ever did in my life was having children, well, is then the greatest and most important thing your children ever did going to be having children? And is the greatest thing their children ever did is having children? Because that's the ideology of a virus or a cancer cell. Like, it's not like growth for the sake of growth for the sake of growth. Like, I think there has to be a higher, nobler purpose to life than reproduction.
He said it, not me. Welcome to the first inaugural episode of Reactions and Reviews by Lemon. In today's episode, we're going to delve into how this child-free mindset is really evolving on social media and what some people have to say about it. I will give my 2 cents at the end of each video. Let's get into it.
It blows my mind that every time I say that I don't want kids, people think it's like an attack on their life choices. Or try to convince me like, I promise it'll be the best thing that you ever do. It'll change your life in the best way, yada yada. What it reminds me of is when somebody is trying to tell you that whatever they're eating is like so delicious, but it's a food that you genuinely don't like. And you're like, I'm so glad that you're loving it and I trust you. I bet it is delicious, but I don't want any. I don't like that. That's exactly how I feel about wanting kids.
Yeah, I completely get what she's saying. I think some people think that people don't know what they're saying when they say they don't want kids. It's almost like you something has to be wrong with you, it's something, your wiring is wrong. Like, what you're saying makes absolutely no sense, and everybody wants kids. Like, what are you talking about? And so she's just saying, like, listen, people are around kids, they see kids, and they see that is what kids is, and I don't want any parts of that. So it's kind of like, yeah, give them that shadow of a doubt that they probably do know what they are saying and what they don't like.
So yeah, I'm 53, completely single by choice, and also no children by choice. Love my life, have incredible friends, and travel is the secret to my happiness. I do not wait around for some man to show up to travel with me or to explore places with me. I do it on my own and have so much fun, and usually take friends with me, meet friends wherever I go. It's the secret to my personal happiness. So if you're out there whining and complaining that you can't find a guy and your life is not worth living, then you better knock it off and rethink the way you're living your life, because you got one shot, babies. So have fun and enjoy it while you can, single or not.
She has a really, really good vibes. I love her vibes. Coming in with like an older lady's point of view, which I can so much appreciate, because for so many years they say people will become, regretful that they didn't have kids. But I think if you plan out your life beforehand on the things that is important to you, I don't think regret will happen. You may kind of think, maybe I'm missing out on something, but I believe if you stay true to who you are and focus on the things that really, really matter in life, as the guy in the beginning said, there's more to life than just procreating and making kids. I think we will all be all right. That's a classic one, the screaming child. Yes. These are all the struggles of being a parent, but I don't really see this as a core reason not to have kids, but because they're kids, this is part of being a kid. We were all kids. We all had our meltdowns. But I think if this is this person's reason for not wanting to have one, I completely get it.
I'm on SNL and you're not.
Spending that extra money on the things that matters to you, if that's traveling and eating abroad, is part of being child-free. I will say not everyone that's child-free can do these things. There's people who child-free and are struggling, very much so. But if you're able to put that extra money into something that you really, really want. I get it. I completely get it.
Y'all seen that lady on Twitter? She's talking about it's weird to brag about not having kids.
This makes me think of when somebody told me, hurry up and have kids so you could be miserable like me. And that stayed with me. I'm not saying that parenthood is miserable for everyone, but I have come across my fair share of regretful moms. They seem tired, they are haggard, they do not get any help from the men that they are with. They mourn the life that they had before. I love having money, getting up and doing whatever the fuck I want to do, and having serenity in my home. I understand that motherhood is a sacred journey, but motherhood is not for everyone, and people really struggle with minding their business about what you do with your body. Is that a little envy that I detect?
Okay, this last one was a lot. It was a lot, I will say. She honed in on a lot of things that is really, really rooted in maybe a little bit of regret, maybe a little bit of jealousy, maybe a little bit of envy that it's not all that it sums up to be. But it's not like there's no mothers around. We all can see mothers everywhere, and we see what it is to be a parent. So if you're not a self-aware person, and you're not aware of your surroundings, and you don't want to learn from the mistakes, or I won't say mistakes, but you don't want to learn from people's experiences, then you should not complain. There's no space to complain. You're supposed to take it and live with it. And so if you regret not looking at other people's experience as parents and saying, okay, well, let me evaluate, let me try it out. You can be a nanny. I was a nanny and I saw what it was. And I was like, okay, no, thank you. And so there is ways to be around kids without birthing them. So the excuse of I want you to join in my misery is such a low way to go, low place to go, and you make the whole journey of motherhood look like a ball of madness, because that's what I would call it, madness. So let's end it on this one, and I will see you with another video soon. It might be something along the lines of this. But thank you for viewing, and I hope you enjoy. And you do subscribe to get more videos like this. Take care and see you. Bye-bye.